Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching this brief webinar on understanding the role of AI in modern recruiting processes. Every day, I hear candidates say some version of the following. My problem is that I fill out tons of online applications for which I'm qualified, but I rarely get an interview. What's going on? The majority of people in the US are in contact with AI-driven technology every day, and there's no question that it can make users' lives easier. However, when AI is used in the recruiting function, while it is useful, I'm not convinced that all of the bugs have been completely worked out. As someone who uses AI extensively in recruiting, here are some observations that I think you'll find valuable if you're currently in or will be in a job search. For recruiters, this is an occupation that has been heavily manual for a long time. AI is a huge leap forward. Built-in screening technology has reduced the amount of wasted time for the recruiter. AI can also be helpful in the elimination of human-driven bias. Enabling the candidate to communicate with the employer and provide transparency creates a much better candidate experience. And having the ability to use AI to identify trends and enhance communication internally has driven better decision-making for the recruiters and their employers. Now, to drill down on what all of this means to you, first, let's talk about resume screening. The first level of screening is for keywords, either that have been set up by the recruiter or that AI has deemed important. This is where it gets a little tricky because if you don't have the exact keywords, your application will not be seen by the recruiter. It gets put into a rejected folder straight away. It's important to keep this in mind with your resume and LinkedIn profile. As with everything, anything created for good can also have some unexpected ways that it works in practice. While AI can be helpful in reducing human bias, simply put, AI is trained on data that represents what happened in the past. Then it extrapolates or predicts what the correct or best result is. This means it won't be perfect, and it will be inherently carrying the same bias that the original data sets contained. It's not a perfect system. Also, by automating the application process, companies now get overwhelmed by applications. It's not unusual for advertised roles to have 500 or more applicants. And once your resume gets routed initially to that rejected folder, most recruiters have little time to mine that folder for a possible gold nugget. You'll want to focus on the fit between your resume and social media and the roles that you're targeting. Keywords are king, and they need to be exact. Not all programs do a good job of recognizing synonyms. Next, you get to control what information you present on your resume. Stick with your value propositions and don't inadvertently hand over information that they don't have a right to ask. For example, don't go back more than 20 years on your experience, if that, in your job history. Don't volunteer your college graduation year. Both of those would be revealing your age potentially. Keep in mind that when you do a video interview, the employer may very well be analyzing your body language. I had an aerospace client that only did recorded video interviews, and then they ran those videos through an AI body language analyzer to get a computer-generated report on how truthful they were, their general level of self-confidence, and other personality aspects. Now, I'm not a body language analyst, but I feel there are so many reasons why someone would touch their nose or seem nervous or shift their eye focus. Anything can influence that. This one's a little bit tougher to counter, although knowledge is power. Make sure there's no distractions while you're doing your video. Be aware of your body movements. Stay focused on your task. If there's a trial run available with that software, do that. Finally, it's okay to reach out directly to the employer to follow up on your application and/or network with them. No call or email is ever wasted. Don't be a stalker. Now let's talk about best practices that will get your resume and application seen. Specifically as it relates to your resume and LinkedIn profile, you should apply your new knowledge about ATS systems and AI to those documents. For one, to go back again to the keyword subject, I cannot stress enough that you need to know what those keywords are and have them adequately represented on your resume. So work them in wherever you can on your resume. Also, don't use a fancy template. Stick with something simple and easy to read by both humans and software applications. If you are asked to do a video recorded interview, find out the tool that they're using and do some homework to get a deeper understanding of how it works. In addition, you can use AI to practice common interview questions. I highly recommend this and have found that many times the questions that they are using are the ones that are commonly coming up on real interviews. But I would also throw in a little cautionary note that you should still be yourself, your best self, but still be yourself. If the tool you're using for practice gives you feedback, take in the feedback and incorporate it as much as you can without overthinking. It's mostly in your best interest to learn and keep current on your AI knowledge and fluency. It makes you more marketable and helps you level the playing field in the application and interview processes. You can save yourself a lot of time using AI to identify roles that would be a fit for you. You can use AI to fine-tune your resume, and you can begin establishing a network of professionals in the AI field to make sure that you stay current. Thank you for watching, and if you wish to see more videos or to sign up for a free consult, visit our webpage at averygracecareers.com. Happy hunting!